Hey, how is it going, everyone? This is Jin. It's been a while since I've talked about Jigglypuff stages and all good she does on this or that stage. I think last time was over 1 year or 2 years ago, so I figured that would be a good idea to talk about that, bringing back the meta discussion talks on this channel. I've been working on the guide, the Puff guide for 2022. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it, and I think this one will help me getting back in the flow of making meta videos. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the stages. I will rank those stages because they feel like the more common as across the stage list I've seen. And for example, the most recent stages in my region is all of those without Lilat and Northern Cave. So yeah, that's what we are going to talk about. I'm gonna rank those as like 4 ranks. The best stage, good, neutral, and bad. I think she's not the kind of character that has like very bad stages, but I would say that maybe Pokemon Stadium is not the best for Jigglypuff. I think it's a bit too big, and because of that you will maybe indeed not die that early, but I don't know. If you're just like trying to edge guard, you have to be in the right part of the stage, you have to have stage control. You have to be, I don't know, often people, they survive your strong hit because again the stage is big. Yeah, I don't know, I don't really like it as Jigglypuff. It's good if you are okay to only play on the corner, and in general in Pokemon Stadium that's what I do. But that's definitely not my favorite stage as Jigglypuff. Alright. Another kind of stage like that, I would say, is Town. I'm not a big fan of Town. I keep losing on Town, actually, as Jigglypuff. I don't know why. I feel that's the same kind of issue. It's a bit more like the edges are a bit closer to the blast zone. So if you are sticking to this game plan, like playing on the side, playing on the corner, it's actually great, but you can't force your opponent to actually play this game with you. Like if you're not on the lead with the lead, and you're just like camping in the corner, and your opponent has projectile or whatever, well, you're just gonna eat projectiles, like, and that's not really good. I think these two, even with the platforms, like the platforms help with some kind of like up air to sing, or tech chase sings, tech chase rest conversions. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. Especially the roofs being like so high, especially in Town. Sometimes the rest doesn't kill until forever. That's super frustrating because you just hit the rest, you hit the money button, and then it doesn't kill. I don't know, that's not very great. I wouldn't play Jigglypuff on these 2 stages unless I'm forced to. That's my idea behind it. And that's it for the bad stages, in my opinion, of course. But I think you can still play on those. Just I wouldn't. Kalos is quite an interesting stage. It's a bit similar to those two in retrospect, but the fact that the corner has this wall, meaning they cannot, if you positionate yourself and slide alongside the wall, you can just like be this edge guard monster kinda. I feel like this helps a lot. I don't like the platforms, I don't like the middle field, which is basically FD, but I think it's really interesting as a counterpick on certain matchup. I think it's actually interesting. I know that Bass Mage goes to Kalos quite a lot. He goes to Kalos against Palutena, and so do I, actually. So yeah, I understand this choice. I think it's great. Once again, if you keep the same kind of game plan, you play in the corner, and you're just like, all right, now it's money time. It's you have a whole lot of offstage space, and I think that's great. I would take projectile characters to Kalos. I know Basmage takes younglings to Kalos, and I do that as well. I think it's a good idea. Alright, another quite neutral stage I'm gonna pick for Jigglypuff. You might not agree on that. Final Destination. I've never been a FD guy. Never in my entire career of Smash Brothers I've been a FD guy. I'm a platform guy. I like movement. I don't like the stage. I don't like it. But it's actually good for Jigglypuff in some regards, especially for characters that kind of recover on the stage without like going on the ledge and trying to mix their recovery options. I think this can work very well for Jigglypuff because you just catch their landing kind of. Because she's not the best at juggling, but she's quite good at getting juggled. I think it can be a bit harsh, like being juggled on FD. But still, like the stage is not that big, it's not that wide. Good offstage space. I think that's great. I think it can be interesting. There are some matchup where I'm willingly going to FD as Jigglypuff. Just doesn't happen that often. I would take the DKs, Donkey Kong, Bowser, this kind of character. I will take them to FD because that's really where you can push your advantage states so far because they just don't have the platform to escape. Every time they will be forced to go to the ledge, you can pound to frame these characters pretty easily and reset the edge guard and edge guard them. And because the stage is not that big, like the edge guards actually start quite often from pretty much anything, right? So yeah, I think it's neutral, but as a counter pick, I might actually put that as good. What do you think? Like, tell me in the comments actually what's your opinion on FD. That's like the main Smash stage, isn't it? With Battlefield, I guess. I would actually put that in good. I think that's fair. That's fair. Talking about same kind of stage, I would put Northern Cave. I don't know if Northern Cave is being played in your region. It's not in mine. I haven't been able to experience that much with this stage. I think it's great. It's a bit similar to FD. It's a mix of FD and Kalos, right? But isn't that the lowest roof for a stage? I don't remember, but anyways. Edge guarding good, you can actually positionate yourself on this top platform during edge guards to actually react cover options like high recoveries, low recoveries. I think it's pretty great. I just don't know much else. Like the fact that it's quite small as a stage, blast zone speaking, means that you will die early, and I would like to tell you that Puff doesn't die early. I had this take before, but the way the game is being played right now with like safe big kill moves being thrown at you, I think Puff dies early sometimes. So not the kind of stage I would pick unless I'm forced to, but not that bad either. The new kid on the block, Hollow Bastion, is actually a good stage for Puff. I don't think it's like good. It's like one of the worst good stage, I would say, for Puff. I love this middle platform. This center is actually very great for center stage, etc. You can protect yourself when you are beneath the platform. You can do so much stuff. It's actually great. Edge guarding is fine. The stage is not that big. It's like same as FD. The blast zone are great. I think it's a great stage. I would actually play some perf on this one. But yeah. Small battlefield. I would put small battlefield here. Low ceiling, good platforms, quite narrow as a stage, meaning there will be many interactions between you and your opponent. And Puff is a character that boxes. She boxes a lot. She's super great at like close combat kinda. I kinda dig it. The fact that there is a low ceiling means that rest kills quite early on this stage, especially if you get a rest like either in the air or on the platforms. I think that helps. Quite a lot. The fact that it is narrow means like the edge guards start quite fast as well. So yeah, I think it's a good stage. What character would I pick? Would I take to SBF? I'm used to play Wario on this stage. Like every time you see me facing Wario, it's either on PS2 or Small Battlefield, but usually Small Battlefield is my pick for this matchup. Mario as well. I know it's maybe not the best idea since the ceiling is low, but I think it's a great stage against Mario. Like I love one thing in this on this map is to harass my opponent's shield when they are shielding on the platform. I think this stage gives you a lot of freedom about that, and I think that's really great. Battlefield, I think it's a bit worse than Small Battlefield, but for the same reason. Like the reason that makes Small Battlefield a good stage for Puff are the same that makes Battlefield a good stage for Puff. It's a bit bigger blast-on wise, but the top platform can be helpful for just like plat camp, etc. And sometimes you have to do that as Jigglypuff. More platforms to actually harass shields. A lot of off-stage space. You will recover from anywhere on Battlefield, which is good. Many options, and I think that's a good stage. Yeah. And now the big choices, right? I think Lylat, despite it being such a controversial stage, is insanely great for Jigglypuff. The fact that it's so narrow, the slants kind of protect you when you're on the corner, right? Like because you're so small, you have like, your opponent cannot eat you sometimes, and that's actually interesting. The platforms are great. I feel like the ceiling is not that high. F-throw, forward throw on this stage is actually deadly because they are off stage. They have to be precise on their recovery because they need to catch the ledge, right? But you can just overrun like the ledge area, and I think that's really great. Actually, one thing I don't like, if you get a jab lock on the slants, it never works. Like it's so buggy. It's like, oh no, I have like the jab one thing and it doesn't work, and you're just like, oh no, please, Sakurai. But in the end, I know, like it's not that bad, right? It's only just do something else. But yeah, forward throw on this stage, crazy. Another stage that is crazy is Yoshi's Story. And you know what? Yoshi's Story, I think, is one of the best stage Jigglypuff has. For the same reason as Lylat, kinda, but the layout is a bit better, I feel like. And whenever you just either grab around this area, that's a 50-50 on death, and that's so crazy, I know. The fact that the platforms are a bit higher then on small battlefield is actually great because on tech chases you can just like short up sing. You do a short up sing with this kind of momentum to consider on the ledge, and it's actually way safer and protects you from maybe get up attacks and stuff like that. I play Yoshi's story a lot actually. I think my style of puff kind of works great on this stage. I'm a very aggressive, pressure-oriented puff. I think that works great because this stage feels narrow, right? Narrow. Just like your opponent will be in shield. If they are in shield, it makes that you just go for grabs, F throw, edge guard kills, and that's why it works so well, I feel like. And I think even if you're not that kind of puff, I think this stage works great. You have the platform pressure, you have the walls to actually kind of protect you when you are recovering. Like you can just air dodge up alongside the wall to recover, eventually take. If you're getting spiked, you can take as well. And the blast zone is so close to the ledge, so that's actually great. Only downfall of this stage, I feel like, is that horizontal moves that will kill you early, and that's a risk I'm willing to take, and I think that makes it for one of Jigglypuff's best stage. But the best stage, the best ever we have, it's Smashville. Smashville is so small that every time you will get a hit, it can lead to an edge guard, and that's simple as that. That's what makes this stage the best stage for Jigglypuff. If you want a simple example of why Smashville is so great for Jigglypuff, you just watch Bass Mage versus Lavish at Summit, and you can see one opening equals a kill, and that's insane. The top platform is a bit like Yoshi's Stories, like it's quite high. You can short up sing and just catch like tech rolls, tech chases. It's great. The center stage is so important on Smashville, but Jigglypuff is quite good at that. I feel like she can over the round until she gets back to center stage. It's always a tug of war on stage control with Smashville, and I feel like Jigglypuff has all the tools to actually win in that kind of situation. Anyways, that's gonna be my list. That's gonna be the stage list. I'm working on the guide, I promise, but it's been great. It's been great to be back. A lot of support on the channel since the slingshot stuff, so welcome to the new people. We talk about Jigglypuff here, and I'll get back to you soon with the guide. Alright?